let's talk some defense. We got the Dallas Cowboys defense versus the Arizona Cardinals offense. And in this game, Dallas gave up 222 yards to Arizona. And Arizona also gave up 185 yards to Dallas. Just an example of what I've been preaching all along, that the team that usually win these games are the teams that can run the football and stop the run game. In this case, since both teams gave up a bunch of yards in the run game, it was the team that had the fewest yards given up in the run game that won the game. So the team that can run the football best and the team that can stop the run best is going to win games, most likely. So I do these videos, guys. So if you like the content, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Also leave a comment. Let me know if you got videos out there that you want to see. And I will jump on them as soon as I can. But in this game, Dallas went into Arizona. Dallas was the favorite by quite a bit. Arizona jumped out quick and went down the field and got a field goal, and they came back on the second possession and they got a touchdown. This is the shortest run film that I've ever done. And mainly because the runs that Arizona got on Dallas, they were big runs. I mean, they were huge runs. So today I'm just going to break down Dallas defense and show you the runs that got out on them. Because Arizona had so many runs of big yards, all the other runs Dallas pretty much stuffed and played pretty well. It's the big runs that hurt you in these games. You cannot let them gas you and get big runs and be able to win games. Those hurt you. And these big runs, a few of them went for touchdowns. So in doing this video, I'm going to put a disclaimer out there. I don't know Dallas' scheme. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish. I do know they got good coaches. I know they got a good D coordinator. But a lot of times I tell you guys, it ain't about the coaches, it's about the guys on the field that's playing and whether they're doing the right things and they're doing what the coaches are asking them to do. And I can tell you right now, a lot of times dealing with grown men, it's hard to get them to do what you want them to do at times and do the right thing. And the only way you can be solid on defense is do your job. Do your job. And if you don't do your job, the offense is going to find you. The best defenses are guys who gel together, do their part, and not try to do too much. And in this case with Dallas, I think they were trying to do too much at times. So let's go through the film. I hope you guys enjoy it. Like I say, if you enjoy it, hit that subscribe button. Let's check them out. On this play, Arizona's going to run zone read, okay? And that's where they're going to fake it to this running back on the dive. Quarterback going to read the end man on line of scrimmage. In this case, he's probably reading one of these guys out over here. He's probably reading this DN, okay? Because they doubled this guy. They doubled this guy, and this guy's free outside. He's supposed to be the quarterback guy. When they pull this, he should get the quarterback. But what they did, they pulled this guy. They pulled this guy. They double pulled these two guys here, okay? And these guys are taught that when they pull, get in the hip pocket. Get in the hip pocket, play the dive, okay? Play solid here. They base blocked out here. They play solid here. And then basically what the quarterback did, he pulled the ball. He got on the edge. And this guy ended up peeking inside here. He ended up inside here when should have stayed outside. He's got a quarterback all the way. I don't know if Dallas thought they would run it this way because they designed this defense specifically for the zone read. They doubled this guy, and I don't know if they thought they would double this guy, but they got this guy free. He still should be free. He got to stay outside. If he stay outside, the defense is still good because you're going to take this quarterback and either make him come back in here where the pursuit going to come, we're going to be good to go. He don't get on the sideline and get a whole bunch of yards. But I think they told these guys that when these guys pull, you get in the hip pocket, you play dive. You play the dive. If you give it to this running back, you guys play that. And we'll have these guys sit out over here and play the quarterback if he pull it. Let's watch it. Okay? He faked the dive right here. These two guys pull. He blocked back. That's center blocking back. You see number 11 in the hip pocket. He going to make the tackle on the dive if they run that. They left him free. He got to close, though. Let's go back. Right here. They block down, right? They block down. Let's see if they double team my guy right here. No, they block down on these guys. They blocking down right here. So right here, he got to see this guy. Because the running back's away from him. Running back's away from him. So he got to see this guy, and he got to close. He got to close down, come meet these pullers right here. Because if this was dive, and they kick him out, and they blocking down here, they got something. They can get something here. If he don't come backside and catch it. If these guys don't catch it backside, they got something here. Okay? So basically, he got to close. This is his key. Right here, on the inner line of scrimmage. Let me go back. So this is his key. Whatever he do on your first step, read him. If he block down, you got to close like hell right now. Close like hell right now. Take it on with that inside pad, and you know, so you can squeeze these gaps right here. You know, close off these gaps right here. Make these gaps small. That's why you closing down to meet this, to make these gaps, minimize these gaps over here. Okay. Now on this side, like I said, these guys are gonna get the pullers. The pullers, they're gonna follow the pullers for this dive. And this guy, he's gonna get double teamed. He's got to sit outside for the quarterback. Let's go. Okay, the quarterback pulls it. Now, see, that's that oh shit moment. Oh shit, he messed up. Because they designed this for the zone read, pretty much. This defense is designed for the zone read. And he should be out here sitting right here, sitting out here, flat-footed, just waiting for this to come. You know, because you got to think, you got all these guys inside. Let's go back. You got all these guys inside. You got every gap taken care of right here. You got these two gaps taken care of, and you got this gap taken care of by this guy. Okay, 1, 2, 3. You got all these gaps taken care of. There's nothing in here for you. There's nothing in here for you. So you gotta sit outside and just be patient. Stay outside, wait for this quarterback. So when he went inside, he jumped inside here. They doubled him. He jumped inside. I don't even know what he was thinking because the running back was on his side. The running back went away. He went away. Ain't no cutback with these guys pulling right here. Ain't no cutback because these guys and number 11 is right there for the cutback. There's no cutback. Okay. So basically, if he sit outside, this don't happen. See, now he here. Now everybody got to go chase. Everybody got to go chase, and it's a long game. He made a whole bunch of yards on this. And right here, what I would say to this guy, keep running and get him out of bounds. Keep running and get him out of bounds. Because a lot of guys like to dive and try to push him out of bounds. You don't know how strong these guys are sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep running, get that angle, run, and I'm pretty sure he's faster than his quarterback. I want to say he's faster than his quarterback. He gained on him. See? He gained on him. Just keep running. Keep running, get him down, push him out of bounds. Don't just dive and not have a chance. You know what I'm saying? Just keep running and go get him down. Get him down, and we're good to go. He gained more yards. That's just a big run, guys. A run that could have been avoided by guy just doing his job, right? Guy just doing his job. Now, they could have easily told number 11, if these guys double pull, go ahead and take the quarterback. We got guys for the dive on that side. Go ahead and take the quarterback. But then you do that, and this back get this ball, and he cut it all the way back here. You don't want that. You don't want that. But you got 97 right here too. In this guy, he pulling. These guys are pulling. They block back on him, so he's good right here. So we could have easily told number 11 to take the quarterback, but that ain't his job. His job probably was to take the dive and go from there. Now I don't know their scheme. Now he could have the quarterback. I don't know their scheme. But my thing is, seems like to me they got these guys outside. This guy sitting outside strictly for the quarterback, and these guys got dive all the way. They playing dive all the way right here. All these guys are playing dive all the way. But he's got to sit outside, wait for this quarterback so they don't get this run on him. Runs like this kill you in games, especially early in the game like this, like the second play of the game. You just can't let this happen. On this play, Dallas is in a 3-4 alignment. 1, 2, 3 down. The outside linebacker's here. Okay? And on this play, these two guys played this really poor. Really poor. Okay? So basically what they did, they base blocked here. This guy came up for the linebacker. He base blocked here. The center blocked him. Okay? And then this guy was supposed to get up through this gap right here. But this guy was coming to block him. So when this ball snapped, This guy ended up getting reached by this guy. They scoop blocked it. He jumped over here some reason and ended up being outside of this guy. And then this guy ended up being outside of this guy. Two people outside. So you got him and him outside here. Then you got this guy all the way over here outside. So they ran the ball right here. And he would have made this play. All you got to do is go attack the center. Stay here and play. Attack the center. Definitely don't get reached by this guy. And right here, he's a 4-eye technique. So I would love for him to get his foot right here down the middle of this guy to give him more leverage. Because you hate guys to have angles on you in these 4 eyes. Quarterback's under center, back at home. So put that foot right down the middle of this guy, punch him, and when he try to cross your face, he's telling you where the ball's going. He's telling you where the ball's going. So these guys try to reach across your face, punch him, get down the line because the ball being run over here somewhere. Okay? So basically, the running back going to get this ball, he's going to run it right here. Because he's so bad in his technique, and he's so bad in his technique, it just created a run right down the middle of the defense. Let's run it. Look, so he's trying to grab because he took a bad step. Let's look at his footwork. Okay, he should be stepping straight ahead. See, he's behind, and he ain't shooting his hands. Guys, you got to hang your hands. Hang your hands. Do not rest these hands on your pads, on your thigh pad. Hang that hand, and when the ball snaps, shoot that hand from the ground to the chest of this dude. From the ground to the chest. Let's see how quick his hands is right here. See, his hands are wrapping. They're not shooting and they're not punching. He wrapping his hands around the guy. He grabbing the guy. They can easily call holding on him right here. See what I'm saying? They can call holding on him right here. This ain't how you want to play this. You want to go attack with your hands on this center and you want to stay in this gap right here. If worst case, you want to stay in this gap right here. Keep this center occupied. You're keeping the center occupied and this guy can get over the top and go make a play. Get over top, go make a play. But because he's grabbing, he ain't shooting his hands from the ground. See what I'm saying? He ain't shooting his hands from the ground. He ain't coming out his hips. See what I'm saying? He right on top of it. Now shoot your hands to this guy. Go get it. Shoot your hands and knock him back. Okay? Now let's watch the outside guy here. He ended up out here because he's slow out of his stance. You know? He ain't shooting his hands. They got nobody's shooting their hands. And that's the problem with the defense. Nobody's shooting their hands to the guy. And this guy's definitely reaching him to the inside. So if he shoot his hand, punch him, get down the line, he can help out here. Got to play fast up front. You got to recognize blocks fast. You got to be able to get all block fast. That's how you play solid defense. That's how you play solid defense. But you can't route a guy, grab a guy. You got to shoot your hand to this guy's chest and then knock him back. And this is going to be the problem with the defense because the back going to find that. He ended up being outside this guy. I told you they scoop blocked him. This guy came and put his head on the other side of this guy to get him. And then he came up to here. And this guy here is way out here with 2 guys outside now. We never want 2 guys outside here. Farming the same land. So we got to keep him in here. He should be here. Now he should be going. He should have punched this guy and be getting off this thing and go get this. Knockback right here. We need some knockback right here. We need to set an edge right here. And right here. We didn't get the knockback. We're running sideways, opening up this gap even more. Okay? He's out of the play now because he got reached by the guard. And then this guy right here ended outside. We got 2 people outside. If the back wanted to, the back could cut it all the way back here and go. He got a 2-way go right now because of the defense, because we played it so poorly. And now he's up the gut right here, getting a hold, get some good yards. Getting some good yards. Let's go back. Watch it again. If he just knocked this back and stay, worst case, stay in this gap, knock it back. If this guy knock it back, punch this, get down the line, we good. This defense is solid. There's nothing they can do. I say guys got to make plays. Guys got to do their job, got to do their part. When you don't do your job, not do your part, this is what happens. And then you got to be physical over here. He's going to block the linebacker, but this guy come out to block you. Be physical on him. Don't start running sideways. Don't start getting out of there, opening this gap even more. And then right here, we got to set the edge. Now he can get a little wider here. Get a little wider, define this a little bit better. Because when this tight end comes, he can set the edge, knocking it back. knocking it back. But they don't. These guys don't use hands. Their hands don't come from the ground to the guy. Your hands control blocks. Your hands control blocks. You got to be violent with your hands. And you got to almost like you reaching through them to take their heart out. That's what you got to do. From the ground to the chest, be violent with them hands and try to cave their chest in. That's what you got to do up front. You can't play D-line no other way. If you ain't violent up front with your hands and coming out your hips, you can't play D-line. It's tough to play D-line. And you're going to have plays like this when you don't do those things. So these guys got to definitely play with their hands better and stop grabbing, shoot their hands to the guy. Shoot the hands to the guy, stop grabbing because you could have got a holding call here. And we got to get up, our hands got to be faster. And we got to be right here, we got to be physical on this dude. Physical, knocking back. You can't run sideways. Don't start running sideways like this. Keep knocking them back. And don't get your feet like this crossed up. Don't ever get your feet like this crossed up. You want a good base, knocking it back, and we good to go. But we can't have this, get reached by the guard. You're a gap removed from where you should be. In worst case, you should be in here. Okay? This guy could play over the top now because if you go attack that center, he can play over the top. And this guy right here, if he stayed in this 4-eye, punch this, he could be down here to help this too. So we just got some problems right there. They got these two guys. This guy's running a spike into the A gap. This guy's running a pinch into the B gap. They're running stunts into these gaps. Okay. Okay. What's going to happen is this guy, they're going to see here. And what's going to happen is this guy's it's going to be a double team here. Initially, it was going to be a double team, but since he spiked, he ended up coming up to the second level to get this linebacker. And this guy blocked out. And I think they pulled a guy around here to block this guy. And 55 did come through late. He came over here late, and he got one of those Trent Williams deals where they reach around and they hold you from getting to where you got to go. And then he didn't make it. He didn't make it all the way across. But it seems like to me, this defense, if they're going to be stunting into these gaps, then 3rd should be around here to the C gap. He should be coming to the C gap right now because all the holes going to be filled. This hole going to be filled with him. This hole going to be filled with him. He's got this hole, right? There's only a gap here open. I'm pretty sure there's run support coming up somewhere back here. You got an in outside, okay? Quarterbacks on the back is at home, okay? So when they got 1, 2, 3, 4, so I'm pretty sure the chance of them running this way is pretty heavy. But it look like they got something good going if they can they got these guys going in these gaps. Seems like this guy should be coming here. Should come in here right now off the snap. And if he was coming to double team this guy initially, but since he left, he came up to get him. So if he was coming to meet this, he had this gap taken care of. This guy could fill the outside gap. Then we got an outside guy out here, and we're good to go. Okay? And this guy could be coming over the top. So let's watch this play and see how it go. Okay, there you go. 2 guys stunned inside. Those guys stunned inside. He's running a spike stunt and he's running a pinch stunt. That's what we call those stunts. Okay, he's in the A gap right here. Okay, this guy blocked out, base blocked him. Now you got a guy coming across. It's crunch play. So it was the wing that we couldn't see coming across. He's coming across. It was this crunch play that he was running, and he turned it up here and blocked this guy. So pretty much this guy did a counter action, came back, misdirection, came back, crunch, came through. He just came through. It's like crunch action, but he came through to get this guy. And now this guy going to come up to get him. But to me, this guy right here should be already moving this way. He should be coming this way already. I don't know if he let this get him, the jab this way. But if they running this stunt, he still got to come this way. He got to come here because that's what the defense, that's going to be the best thing for the defense. That's going to be the best thing for the defense because it's the gap. You got 2 gaps removed. Because once these 2 guys here stunt inside, we got 2 gaps. 2 gaps missing right here. Got 2 gaps open right here. Okay, we got 2 gaps open right here. And nobody in these gaps. So I'm assuming that he's got this gap right here, which is the D gap. And this guy right here got to come around here and get the C gap. And then everybody else got to play football. We should have some run support coming up in here. So that's the only thing I can think of. And the jab step, I think the jab step kind of held this guy for some reason. But if you're running these stunts and and you run a stunt and you run a guy with these stunts, and he's supposed to be coming out here, you got to come right now. It's a stunt game. You got to come right now. No matter what happened, you got to come right now. That's part of how you play this. So they went inside. Now he's waiting on him. Now he came late. Look, I think that jab step by the running back did get him. So he came late. So now he got to go get this. He got to go get this. He can't still mess around right now because he's supposed to be there anyway, I think. Now he's coming down. He's coming down to get his gap. He blocked out. Okay. Let's see what happened. See, he gets stuck on this block. He should have been trying to beat that to get the way he need to be, or should have came off the snap. Off the snap, he's supposed to be there. Now this guy came through. He came over late, and they gave him the Trent Williams situation. This guy gonna wrap around, grab him. Should have been a holding call. This should have been a holding call. Grab. He could have made this tackle right here. Let's watch it. See what I'm saying? He grabbed him. So let's go back and watch the whole play again. So yeah, should have been a holding call right here on him. Whoever grabbed him should have got a flag. And this guy right here, I feel like he got to go right now. These guys are stunned inside, so he got to go right now. This guy feels outside in this D gap. He sits outside. He got outside leverage, outside half free. This guy's outside. He going base block. He outside. And then we got a guy coming. I guess he's coming in motion or something. He going to come through around here. He going to come through, block him. And this guy right here will be inside here pressing this. We have those two gaps taken care of, though. Outside, he's inside, outside, and then we got an outside guy here, and we're good to go. I just think they, whenever you stun guys, you're never going to leave two gaps open right here, two gaps free, and somebody got to be coming back. Somebody got to be coming back if they're going to take these inside stunt gaps. He got to be coming over the top right now. Now we got a crease, and he's out. Okay, on this play, Arizona went with a big person. They went with 13 personnel. One running back, 3 tight ends. Okay? And these big tight ends right here. So basically, what's got to happen here, Dallas got 5 linemen in the game. So they went heavy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got 3D tackles in the game here. Okay? Then they got this end here, and we got an end here. So basically what we got to do here is treat this as if, even though it's not, we got to treat it as unbalanced. Tackle over. Okay? Tackle over. It's not unbalanced, but we got to treat it like unbalanced because of these 5 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to this side. And that's the only way you're going to get this stop. So we got our heavy personnel in. Now we just got to treat it like unbalanced. This got to be the tight end. Treat him as a tight end. Even though he's a tackle, and usually this is a tight end and unbalanced. And now we got to set a new center. So the new center is this guy right here. This is the new center. So we all got to shift over to our left. And then we get some guys off the ball to fill the extra gaps and we good to go. So basically what we got to do is say, okay, unbalanced, right. Tight end right here. So this is our new center. We're going to move this guy here on the shade. We'll move him here on the shade. Okay? Okay? This guy is going to move to the next guy here. He's going to be a 3 technique here. Okay? Okay? This guy is going to stay out here in this 9 technique. So we got a 9 technique. We got this guy in the 3 technique. We got this guy in the shade on the new center right here. New center right here. Okay? We're going to take this guy and shift him out here, and we're going to put him in this gap here and go play. So basically, he would be a 5 technique here. Okay, if this is new center, this is our guard, this is our tackle, new center here, guard, tackle. Yeah, we're going to put him in a 5 technique right here. Okay, and we're going to take this end right here and put him outside in this crease. Slid this guy to here, so that gap's filled. He's going to stay outside. So we got a gap here. We're going to slide him over here, okay, and put him in a shade here. So we'll have this gap open, right? And we'll slide this guy over here to a 5 technique, and we'll have this guy open, and then we'll slide this in outside and we'll take these guys here and sit them in these gaps. So the only gaps that's going to be open now is a gap here, because we got this guy, this new center. He's here. He's here. We got a gap here. Okay. We're going to have a gap here. Okay. And we're going to have a gap here. And we're going to have guys sitting off the ball in those gaps that's able to flow. If they pull these guys, they're able to flow across the ball and get out here and help out on this play. You just got to treat it like unbalanced. That's the only way you're going to get it stopped. And with the extra lineman in the game helps out, because we match these guys. So we match these tight end with extra lineman, extra tackle in the game. So this is heavy package for them, so we went heavy here. So basically, unbalanced, new center, right. This is the tight end. We're going to treat him like a tight end, okay? And so if it's a right call, we'll put our shade here, put our 3 technique here, and we'll put our 9 outside here, okay? Then we'll come to the other side. If we got a shade here, we're going to take this guy and put him in a 5 here, a 5 technique here. We're going to take this guy outside and put him in the crease here. We got an open gap here with a linebacker, 55, or someone, one of these linebackers sitting in this gap. One of these off the ball defenders is sitting in these gaps. This gap, and also the gap outside over here. So when he move, it'd be this gap. And then we can defend this. Because we put him outside in this crease, and he hit this, he's going to knock off some of these pullers, okay? And we also got a 5 technique here knocking this back. He going to knock something off, okay? Then we got a shade here. Now he going to have to make a decision. He going to come off on him. He going to have to make a decision. We may lose one of these pullers with this guy moving out here. They're going to have to make a different decision, because we're going to be balanced up front. We're going to have a balanced line. The linebacker's going to be off the ball in these gaps, and we're going to be able to flow across the top, go make plays, and get this stop. So we don't just run it in for a touchdown. Because right here, we got 2 guys on top of each other in the same gap pretty much. And this guy's in here, they touching, look at these guys. They all touching each other. They're going to seal this down, and this back going to get it and run it outside for a touchdown. Now, we got a guy sitting out here. He's off the screen. He's off the ball, sitting out here. And then we just got to get these guys to where they need to be. So this guy pretty much, with him being a run supporter right here, he can support this guy up here, okay? This guy can move over and maybe take this gap here that's in the middle, and then we got 55 over here to take the extra gap. Or maybe move 55 in the middle since he's the bigger linebacker, and let these guys get over here. One of these guys get over here. But we got everything covered, everything smooth. We can get this stopped. So that's what we got to do, guys. When they come out in 13 personnel with these big 3 guys right here, these tight ends, we're gonna treat him as a tackle, because sometimes these tight ends just as big as these tackles. Some of these tackles. And you notice they got the biggest tight end here. So just treat it like unbalanced. Treat him as a tight end. Treat him as a tackle. Then you got a tight end and a wing, and we good to go. We can match this up and we can go get it. Okay? So that's how I would do it. I mean, I don't know their scheme, how they went about doing this, or their scheme entail, but anytime they come out with this 3 tight ends to a side, and they're making this right here, the 5 guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys to a side, I'm just going to say, hey, check unbalance, right, new center here, move over 1 gap, 3 technique, move over here to a shade here, okay, move over, 5 technique, move over here, move outside in this crease, okay, and we got our off the ball guys in these gaps that's open, and we're going to go play football. And then we can take this guy and get him off the ball outside, We got a safety down back here, I think. We got a safety back here, and we good to go. He coming down and run support for this gap. Okay, we got somebody come down, be right here for this gap. Okay, and then we have a guy over here for the extra gap that's open now. And we're good to go. We can play football. So basically, we got to treat it like unbalanced. That's what I would do in this situation, because it seems like right here we're on top of each other, and all they did was seal everybody down, pull these 2 guys to come outside and get these extra guys, and he just got outside and walked into the end zone. Let's watch it. See, we just sealed down. Everybody sealed down. We got these guys coming around pulling to take care of these extra people. He almost got there. But he would have been sitting outside if we went unbalanced, right? He'd been sitting out there waiting on it. And we have linebackers flowing over top, and it'd be tougher for them to score right here. Let's go back and look at it again. One more time. I'm trying to explain this to you guys. I know it's tough, but The only way we can defend this is 13 personnel with these 3 tight ends in. 1 running back and then 3 tight ends. Now, Dallas matched it and they went heavy. They went heavy, big, whatever they called it. I don't know what they call this package. But they went with an extra D tackle in the game. Okay? They went with an extra D tackle in the game. We got the end outside here. Okay? We got an end here, but he's down in this gap. Then we got a linebacker that came over here. But I feel like we can handle it with these guys up front right here. These guys up front. All we got to do is say unbalanced, right. So he would be the new center. He would be the new center. And then this guy would be the tight. We'll treat him like a tight end. We'll treat him like a tight end. New center. We'll move this guy over to this shade. 1 gap over. He'll come over to this 5 technique. Because now, this is center. New center right here. Guard, tackle. Put him in a 5 technique. And then we'll take this end and put him outside in a 7. Hitting this crease. Take these guys off the ball. Put them in these gaps. And we good to go. We gravy. We gravy. We just matched them up front. We gave them no leverage. We take this guy, put him outside here, sit outside here. We got a guy off the ball back here. We got these 3 guys, 1, 2, 3 for run support here, gap here, and this gap right over here. We got guys for the gaps, and now they pull guys with this shade being here. He may get one of these guys. He gonna get him. They may not be able to pull with one guy because the shade come off here, come get it. Okay, we got this 5 technique come off here and come get it. Then we got a guy in this crease out here. Come get it. Then we got a linebacker sitting here, a linebacker sitting here, somebody sitting here. It may not be a linebacker. It could be because we got an extra guy in the field, on the field. Got a heavy, right? We got a heavy package. So we brought a D lineman on. We took a guy off. So we may not have an extra guy. We might be a safety that got to come down here or something. But we got to get these guys playing. We got 2 linebackers still in the game. Get these linebackers where they need to be, and then we can go play football. We can play football. And that's what you got to do against this. This is the only way you can play this. Because right now, we're getting sealed. We're going to get sealed. And like I said, they're going to run for a touchdown. And that's the way I would play it. On this play, what we're going to happen is this guy going to get cut. And they're going to start, the action going to start this way. Everybody going to block this way. Back going to start this way. Then he's going to cut it back. Okay? You're going to cut it back all the way out here. And he got to be down. He's responsible for this outside C gap right here. So he going to get cut. And look at the split right here. Look how big this split is compared to these splits. You know what I'm saying? Look how big this split is with the tight end. So basically, what's got to happen is this guy either got to play this cut block with his hands and keep him off his legs, recover, get down here and make this play. Or he got to get up, get closer to this guy, and just play it from there. Play it from a 5 technique. So that's what's got to happen. This guy's going to down block. They all going to down block away. They're going away. And he could close off this guy here. But this guy won't be able to cut you if you get down closer to here because there's a big old gap in here. Big C gap. It should probably tell you something that something ain't right, this gap this big with a tight end solo by himself. So he probably can get closer, get in here, get closer, get to a 5 and just go get it. And probably what should have happened. But the fact that he's told to play a 6-eye, he's playing a 6-eye. So he just got to use his hands, push this dude head in the dirt and get down and make this play. So all these guys going to be blocked. Block down here, block. And then these guys going to come off. This guy can come off and seal these guys, these linebackers. And they're going to get blocked. Then he's going to cut it back and run the opposite way. Let's start it. See what I'm saying? He get cut right now. Because I don't know if he took a step inside right away. Let's see. Yeah, he did. He's stunned right away. I don't know if both of these guys are stunned. Let's see. Look at the inside guy. No, he's just playing technique. So he probably saw this big old C gap right here. Because you got a quarterback under, back at home. He probably saw this. But if he saw this, his best thing to do, and look like this guy's looking down and leaning inside. So that's something you got to study with the linemen every week, you know, how they body position is. And he probably could have just got up right now and got closer to this guy and go play. So he going to get cut by this guy. Because he gave you this big split for a reason. They were trying to widen you out because they knew they were going to cut this back to get out here. So you get a big split like this, you probably should have got down here to a 5 technique, just played it from there because he's going to block down and it's going to be hard for him to come get you. He probably going to end up having to go to the next level because he ain't going to be able to get you from way down here. So that's how I see this. And it's a tough play on him, but he got to use his hands, match this dude in the dirt, and then get down the line. And that's the only way he's going to be able to play this, because everybody else is pretty much blocked, and they got blocks for everybody. They started this way with the idea that they're going to cut it back right here, right behind this guy, and then get some yards. Okay, on this play, these guys, they started out on the left side. They started out on the left side. Then they shift back out to a 3 technique and to a 2 out here. But on the snap, looked like they stunned to this guy. He stunned to this guy, and he stunned to this guy. But what happened was this guy, he's too wide to be stunned to this gap, first off. You got to be down, this inside foot should be down the middle of this guy. Stunt, get it up the field. Stunt, get it up the field. By being this wide, he going to stunt, be sideways. He going to get overtaken by the center. So he's going to be 2 gaps. He's going to be a gap removed from the gap he should be in. He should be here and up the field. That's why we got to say, I always tell in all my videos, I always say, get to a winning alignment. A winning alignment, if you stunt to this gap, would be to split this dude with your leg right here down the middle. We don't care about you being a little tighter. We don't care about him knowing where we're going. We got to get to where we got to go. We got to get to a winning position, okay? And this guy look like he's stunned out here. He got to be in this A gap. He can't be over here on this opposite A gap, okay? Now he allowed this guy to go up and get this linebacker right here, or this guy right here, linebacker, whoever he is right here. He allowed this guy to go up and get this guy, okay? And this guy pretty much blocked out. The back's away. He too wide, man. Get in here. Get into play. Get into play. Don't get too wide there. And on this side, because the back is to his side, I can see him getting a little bit tighter here too. So we can't get too wide, guys. I understand you guys want to make sure you get leverage on your guy, but that's too wide. We need to get tighter here. We need to get tighter there. And this guy need to get tighter here so he can stunt and get it up the field and be in this gap. Watch this gap all the way. And he's going to be able to go up and get this guy. It's going to cause a crease right up here in the back. Going to take it all the way to the house, right down through this crease right here. Yeah. So, see here? This guy should be here. This guy should be here. Right now, he should be here. He's on this side. He over here with the other guy, okay? And I think the other guy stunned it too. He stunned it out here. Now they end up on top of each other. See what I'm saying? Right here. He run into this guy. Now, I will say, if this guy's supposed to stunt here, he's in this gap, but he got sideways. If he's gonna stunt here, he got to get tighter too. He got to split down the middle of this guy. He got to be more on a 2-eye look, heavier 2-eye to get here. Because we want stunts to get here and up the field. We want stunts to get here and up the field. So he's spiking, but you got to get up the field. This is a spike stunt over across the face of the guard. You know, some people call it a tag stunt. A tag stunt. Right here. You got to get it up the field right here, right? And he's too wide, so he can't set the edge and shut this gap down a little bit more. And these guys are just too wide. They're playing too wide outside. So, yeah, so he should be right here. Just pay attention to this. He should be right there. Okay, took a big step, got overtaken by the center. Allow him to go up to the next level to get this guy, and he would be right here making this play. This is his gap right here. He will be in this gap making this play right now. Right now. Okay? And you possibly could have another guy free. Okay? And this end right here, who was wide, is all get out. It's a base block. He's running around a base block. He's running around a base block. A base block, you should go attack him. He coming at you. He ain't sitting, he didn't set pass. He didn't set pass. You cannot run around blocks, especially base blocks coming at you. You got to go put your hands in your chest and close this gap down inside here. But he need to be where he need to be here. He need to be closing this gap down, punching him in the chest, closing this gap down, and we got something. But right here, he's bad. Inside here, he got over a gap too far, and this guy right here is too wide. He couldn't get no punch in the chest to close off this gap right here. And then now you allow him to come up, get this guy, and it's out the gate. Runs like that kill you, guys. Let's go back. Runs like that kill your defense. I mean, they gave up 222 yards. And there wasn't a whole lot of run plays that they allowed to get out. The ones they allowed to get out, that's where all the yards came from. Got to be better. Run steps, alignments, winning alignments. Okay, on this play, pretty much. They got 11 blitzing through this A gap. But I want you to see where he ended up when they snapped the ball. This A gap moved and he ended up in the B gap. This guy's supposed to be in the B gap. So we got an outside guy. He's supposed to be hitting this B gap. He's supposed to be hitting this A gap. So what he's got to do, he got to get tighter to the center to get to this gap. You got to ensure that he hit this A gap and not this gap. Because they're going to move this way, and they running this way. They're running across the formation. And this guy right here, they're going to come down here. The tight end going to come down to get him. He's in a tough spot right here. It's hard for him to make a play right here. He's going to play out, but he should come straight ahead. But I don't think it's going to help him because he's going to get sealed by this guy right here. They're going to pull a guy. They're going to pull a guy, come kick him out. He got to close. You got to close right now as deep as he can close to take some air out these gaps inside. Take some air out these gaps inside. So you got to close. And right here, he could have made this play if he just stayed a little tighter to the center to hit this A gap because it moved on him. And he ended up out here, which gave this back. They gave him all the blocks they need to get free and go run and get a bunch of yards. Let's watch it. See what I'm saying? He ended up in the B gap. He's supposed to be hitting this gap. The center ended up pulling. So his aiming point should be outside shoulder, that near shoulder of that center to hit that A gap because gaps do move. And so because the gaps move, he ended up out here in this B gap. And look, we got two guys outside here. This was the guy that's supposed to be in the B gap on the opposite side. So he's supposed to be in this gap. And this guy come here, he end up out here. And he do this quite a lot. He do this quite a bit. Hit the gap, step straight ahead, hit this gap. Hit this gap, come, hit this gap. Right here, down block, close. Come on, hit this. Be a physical right here. They got him in the gap right here. So they got him in the gap, and I don't know if he should be a 4-eye or whatever he should be, but he's in the gap. He got to come hit this if you're going to be in that gap. Go hit this. They sealed him down. They got what they needed because they pulled his center. He could have got through and made this play. If he'd have stayed tight to the center, he'd have made this play. But the fact that he ended up out here in this B gap, they got what they needed to go and get a whole lot of yards. I just told you guys on the last play that these ends are too wide. They're way too wide. He ain't bad, but he can be a little tighter. But this guy, he's way too wide. He need to be here. We don't need to be 3 yards outside here, 3.5 yards outside. We need to be a yard and a half outside. Because when they do down blocks, it's hard for this guy to close and get the way he need to be. And this is going to be a simple run, guys. They're going to all block this way. He's going to block out here. Block this way, block this way, block this way, block this way, block this way. Get these guys to flowing this way. Everybody flowing this way. Seal him off. This guy going to seal him off. He's too wide. He can't get down here fast enough because his back going to start this way, and he's going to cut it back tight, and he's going to get some yards. This guy right here is too wide. That's the only thing wrong with this defense right here. He's too wide. He need to be down in here. You cannot play run defense being that wide. You got to be down in here. Especially with the quarterback under center and the back is at home. Let's watch it. Get him started one way, cut it back. He can't get there. He got to close. Let's go back. He's so wide that he can't close. So on down blocks, I've been saying it every time you watch my film. We get down blocks, we got to close at the ends. We got to close. Because either some coming back to hit us or they got to close off this space right here to go make the play on the cutbacks. We should be sitting there on the cutback making that play. Well, watch. He's so wide that he can't get there. These guys are flowing one way. He's flowing. He know he's flowing. He's going to seal him because they think it's run this way. Everybody think it's run this way. And the only guy that can help us is this guy backside. But he's too wide. Look at all this space. Look at all this space. So when he get this and cut it back, it's yards. Look at that. He can't get down there fast enough. And then he actually was trying to play the boot. He was trying to play the boot. And you guys heard me over and over again telling you guys that they only run boots once or twice a game. But they run the ball probably 99% of the game. 99, 99.5, whatever you want to put it. They run the ball that many times per game. The percentages, they're going to run the ball a lot more. So why are we sitting here trying to worry about the boot when we got to worry about this run game? Stop this run first. The most dangerous thing is this back getting this ball and taking it for yards. Not the boot, because we don't run but 1 or 2 boots a game. So why we spend all day long playing boots when boots don't happen but once or twice a game when we can spend all the 99% of the time stopping this run game. Stopping this run game. We chasing boots when we can rally to the boot. So we come out and close, and there's a boot, get back out here. Get down the line, get the quarterback pulled up. That's what we can do. We can rally to the boot. We don't have to play the boot. Go play this run. Get here, and you can tell this guy wanted to go get a sack. Because when he came here, he went upfield for a second, and then it was too late. Let's watch it again. Now you're getting yards. On this play, it looked like Dallas is running the old pirate stunt, where we got a spike here. We got this guy coming down to this B gap here. Okay. We got a guy coming outside, and we should have a linebacker coming over the top, over the outside of these guys once they stunt down in these gaps. So when he stunt down to this gap, he should be coming to the outside. That's what it looked like to me. They running a pirate stunt. We got a quarterback and shotgun back offset. So we assume that they're coming this way. But I don't know. I mean, if the back's offset here, quarterback in the gun, I probably want to keep these guys knocking this back on this side and play defense on this side. But we got a pirate stunt. Seems like he got a spike. This guy should be pinching, but he's too wide. You can't get to here. You can't get to here being this wide. So something got to give where he got at the last second, he got to ease down here and go and get this B gap, unless he's taught to hit this C gap and play off his butt right here. But then you're going to have an open B gap if that happens, if this guy's supposed to be coming around. But see, I'd rather for guys to go win these gaps. So pirate stunt is the A gap and the B gap, right? So if you're going to run this, I would get tighter. I get down in here at the last second, move down in here and go hit this thing. Hit the thing. And if you get cut off, then come off his butt. But right here, we're going to do stunt here, stunt here. He should be coming over top. But he's a little slow coming over the top. He didn't really come over the top. This guy's outside, but they're going to leave a gap here for this back to get out and run. See? These guys stunt inside. Okay, he should be coming down here right here, right now. He should be coming right here, right now to right here. Okay, because he's going to get kicked out. Here he comes. He's going to pull us. He's going to get kicked out. And you got another puller coming around here. So pretty much they got bodies for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But you got to stay tight right here. You got to be here. You got to be tight. If this is a pirate game, he got to be tight here. Okay? And this puller probably end up going up to get him, but he can make this, be tight, make this play here. So we got the two stunts. He should be coming around here now. If he is coming around here, you probably want to ease this way a little bit. Ease this way a little bit right before the ball snap and come get this. And then this guy should be feeling outside because he's going to get kicked out. He should be feeling the lane outside here. So he's run support outside here. So let's watch it again. Here they come. He ain't moved yet. He ain't moved yet. So I don't know what he keying. I don't know what his key is. So he ain't even took off. Now he's coming up. But this guy's too wide. And then this guy ended up getting him. So when he went wide, this guy ended up picking him up. Now his back is out in the secondary. Getting good yardage. Okay, DNs. Number one rule for a defensive end. Before you get down in your stance, look and see who these guys are. They're outside of you, and he's kind of tight to you right here. He's tight to you right here. Quarterback under, back is at home. Quarterback under, back is at home. So look at this dude and see how tight he is to you. You got big guys outside, big tight ends outside of you, then something might be up. Something might be up. Okay? This guy's your key. We already know that this guy's always your key. If he pull on your first step, take that step and get ready to club the shit out of this guy to get outside. Then they got no answer for you. You'll make this play in the backfield on the line of scrimmage somewhere. They got no answer for you. You the guy that's going to destroy this play altogether. And they won't run it again. But right here, key this guy. If he pull right now, you already know. You already looked outside and saw these guys. If he pull right now, you know what it is. Jab step, club his ass by, and get outside. Get outside. Right here, don't get too tight. You got a quarterback under, back at home. And, split right here. Put this foot inside his foot right here. Right down the middle. Don't get too heavy. But shoot them hands from the ground. You got it, and get off that block fast. You already know if he coming to base block you, you know it's running at you or outside of you. Knock his ass back, get off of it quick. Get down the line, go help make a play. Okay, let's watch it. See? He's pulling. If you'd been keying him right away, you'd have known that he's going to block you right now. He's pulling outside. He ain't base blocking. He pulling. So basically, he pulling outside. He going to come down on you. Should have known that by the tight alignment that they got in. And all you got to do now, you should have took a jab step and clubbed outside here. They got no answer for you. Play over. See what I'm saying? Play over. They got no answer for you. Now, one of these guys could block you, but that leaves somebody free to come up and help make a play. And they don't get these yards that they even got. That's a good job of running down the line, guys. I don't see 97. I see 97 over there. Right here. He's right here. So he did a good job right here. He punched it. Yeah, get out the block now. You know what he's doing. He's reaching you. You know where the ball going. You know the ball is going out here right now. So as soon as he reach you like this, you know the ball is going out here. Way to post him up. Now rip through and get on out here. There you go. Rip through. Good job. Rip on through. Rip that thing through your ear. Rip it through your ears to get off cleaner. And get on out here and run down the line. Go help out. Now you got to turn back in. Now we need the next guy. Who's the next guy? Okay, we need our nose now. Right here. Shoot your hands fast. Control that guy. Shoot your hands to the guy. Don't you lazy with them hands. You got to shoot them fast. Get him now. You know he reaching you. You know he's trying to get on this side of you. You know the ball going this way too. Get rid of him. Get down the line. Get rid of him. Get down the line. Here we go. You hanging up too long. You hung up too long. You hanging with him too long. Get him off of you. Run down the line. And we're going to have you for the secondary support coming right here. You'll be making this play right here. You got to get off of it, okay? But you still got in on the play, though. A little late, but you got there. You got there. Got there. So I can't be mad at that. You got there. But right here, this end, right here, he can destroy the whole play if he know what's about to happen with these guys being this tight to him. Right in it here, right here. I just did the Denver game. Y'all ain't watched that video. Go watch the Denver defense. Same thing. These guys line up right here tight. You got to know if big men outside of you. Our number one thing before we get in our stand to check outside and see if there are any big tight ends off the ball, way outside off the ball, or tight end right next to me on the ball. If you got big guys outside of you, then you already know what's coming. In this case, you got two big guys outside of you. Two big guys outside of you. It's a no-brainer for me. I know he finna pull. Look at him. Look at this dude. Look at his stance. You know he pulling. He look like he pulling. I'm going to jab step that thing, club the shit out of him, and be outside waiting on this running back. That's what I'm going to be. That's what I'm going to be. I made a lot of plays like this in the league. You just got to know about the guys being outside of you and how you got to play this. You got to be right on this, you know what I'm saying? You got two big guys standing next to you. You know what's going to come. So he pulls out there, like I said. He pull out there. You could have clubbed him by. A lot of times, this guy won't even know you clubbed him by, and he'll keep on going. You just get up here and make this play in the backfield. Good job by everybody that come from inside out, pursuing down the line, and holding this to a minimum gain. He didn't get a whole lot of yards. That's good. On this play, I want to believe that they got all three of these guys stunned to this side. So he's stunned out here. He should be crossing the face, getting to here, and he got to get to here. He need to get a little tighter. You need to put that foot right down the middle of this guy. Give yourself a good winning alignment to get to here. Sometimes you need to back off the ball. At times you feel like you can't get there. Back out the ball and allow you to get there a little bit better. But this foot right here should be down the middle of this guy. The inside foot down the middle of this guy. That's a winning alignment. Winning alignment to get here. To get to a stunt here. To run this spike stunt across his face, okay? Right here we're running pretty much a nail stunt. You ain't crossing his face. You are head up. You zero. You just stun to this gap right here. And I don't know, right here, it don't look like you got there. Don't look like you stunned it very much to get there. So I really don't know. That was throwing me off with this guy. I really feel like these three guys, because this guy's stepping out here, this guy is stepping here, and this guy, he kind of semi-stepped here, but I'm not sure. But I think all three of these guys are supposed to be moving this way, stunning this way. And if that's the case, then, you know, winning alignment right here so you can get there. Now, this guy right here is in a 6-eye. The split ain't that big this time. You see what I'm saying? These normal splits. These are normal splits. So when they give you big splits, that's when you got to really think about what's going on. But these are normal splits, right? So basically, he's a 6-eye technique. If this thing split, if he block out, he block down, you see a lot of air here, you got to close. So if you see air, you get a split, and you hitting that, you see air, and you're in the middle of nowhere, see, close. Close. So if these two split, you got to close, okay? And then right here, we got to hit this. Hit this right here, go get it, and we're good to go. Let's see how it turn out. Set the edge. This wing went cross to kick him out. The wing went cross to kick him out. Now he got to close. So you see them say they split, close. They split, close. Okay. And now we got to get over top right here. But it don't look like he getting over top because the linebacker's sitting in this gap. So maybe he was supposed to just knock this back. So I'm gonna go back and look at his feet right quick. Y'all be the verdict on this. Did his feet, he took a step though. Was he supposed to get in this gap? I don't know. One thing I know he got to do is be physical and get his pads down. Get his pads down. He's too high. A lot of guys playing too high. See right here, he got to get tighter so he can get here. Get tighter so he can get here so he can make this play in the backfield. In the backfield. Right here, I don't know if I'm assuming that he's stepping too because he did step. Let's see. Yeah, he stepped out. But why'd you turn your body when you step out? Step out square and get it up the field. Still the same thing. Step to him, step into that, get up the field. Step out, get it up the field. You know? Because I don't think you're supposed to get to here. Because we got guys sitting in this gap. We got a guy in this gap. I don't think you're supposed to get here. So I think you just stun to his shoulder, get it up the field. But you got to stay square to do that and get it up the field. Square, get it up the field. Get tighter, square, and get it in here and get it up the field. And that's it right there, guys. And that's what happened on this run. So now he don't get across. And where did 55 go? Did he get out of there? Let's see. What happened to 55? He was standing in the hole. Oh, he saw the guy. He saw the wing go across. He thought it was going back this way. And the fact that I think he's supposed to be here, this guy, big guy, should be here making this play. And it don't squeak through right here. See? It squeak through and get a face mask. And we get a face mask. So I'm assuming that he was supposed to stunt across the face. He's supposed to be here up the field, make this play in the backfield. If he do that, he don't even get out the backfield. If he get tighter, stunt still here, they don't get out the backfield. This is a tackle for a loss all day long. Because they guessed right. They knew which way he was going. They had it right. It should have been a tackle for a loss all day long. But now we didn't get across. We pushing on this guy. We're in the same gap. We're in the gap that this guy should be in. We ended up in this gap. He stunned to this gap, but he ain't tight enough. He stunned to this gap. We in the same gap pretty much when you don't get across the face here. So, and now he don't get across the face, and this back get through here. He grabs his face mask right there, penalty, and now he gonna drag you for a few yards and get some good yards, and the extra yards for the penalty. So it's just not fundamentally sound. Their technique ain't sound. Their alignments ain't sound. How they should do things ain't sound. They just got to get better with their techniques, got to get better with their hands, and you got to get better getting the way you should be. Alignments will win it for you. Get your proper alignment so you can go win the battle of that play. It's a one play at a time. Just win the battle each play. And that's how you got to go about doing it. But you got to be aligned properly. On this play, guys, I just don't get what they're doing up here. This guy runs out here. This guy runs out here. Okay? Somebody's wrong right here for sure. Because they run, he stunts across face. He give a nail stunt across his face. And this guy spiking to this A gap. Both of these guys end up right here hitting each other in the A gap. This guy runs outside. This guy jumps outside. And it leaves a lane right here for the back to run in. I just don't get the defense right here. There's got to be a mistake somewhere. I don't know who's wrong, but somebody's wrong. Maybe this guy should have stayed here and knocked this back and stayed in this A gap. And I don't understand why he's jumping out here unless somebody's supposed to come around him or something like that. Let's just run it for a second. See, he just jumped up and ran out here. He jumped up and ran out here. These guys in the same gap. They ran into each other. Okay. This guy that was here jumped outside. I mean, I just don't get this scheme. And this guy right here, he didn't block you, went out. So you got all this space, you got to close. You got to close right now. So if they split and you got nothing but open air, you got to close right now. Close as fast as you can because something coming back. Okay? And it look like this wing is coming back right here, coming back to get him. If this back wanted to, he could have got this, cut behind this guy, and been out over here. People going to see this on film, guys. So y'all got to correct this by next week. You only get 1 week to correct it. He's running with this guy. He's outside. If this back wanted to, look at this. He got a wall right here. If he wanted to, he could have cut this back right here and been out. But he kept it front side. And these guys, he jumped out here. You got a guy on the edge over here, and then these two guys ran into each other, creating an open space. 55 didn't know what to do at the time. He bouncing right here, and I'm assuming that he expected this something from up front. I don't know why he's playing the way he's playing right here. And then now he run through and get yards. So I don't understand these guys here. All three of these guys I don't understand. And I don't understand him either because he jumped out here. So in this case, I mean, you come out better just lining up in here. Lining up in this crease and go get it. You know, this guy going to a 4-eye and this guy being a 2-eye. It'd probably be better situation for him, but evidently they were stunting some kind of way and these guys messed it all up. They messed it all up. So communication ain't good. So everybody got to talk to each other. Everybody got to communicate with each other and let each other know what's going on the football field. If you hear something, say something. You're on the road. It's probably a little bit loud, but the offense is on the field. So you look quiet for the defense on the road. So you should be able to get everything, hear everything, and then go play football. But somebody is wrong right here, I guarantee you. Somebody's wrong. Cause look at that hole. If I'm the back, I wouldn't even think about cutting it either. I come straight ahead, go get what I can get. That's a big old hole right there. More yards. And that's it, guys. Those were the run plays that got out on them, that hurt them. That was a majority of the 222 yards against them. A majority of the 222 yards against them. And they had some big runs in here. Some big runs in here. It's all about guys, doing their job, doing their part. And as you saw in the film, guys were all over the place. Stunt steps, alignments were bad. You got to have your alignments to take stunt steps. Proper alignments to take stunt steps. You got to get to a winning alignment. Like I tell you guys all the time, coaches can call the plays, but it's up to these guys to come to the game, take it from the practice field to the game, and want to play the defense call and do your job and do your part. And a lot of these guys are like the defensive ends are too wide at times. The cutback's always going to be there if you're that wide. So if I'm up there as quarterback or a team playing in Dallas, I'm making checks at the line of scrimmage when I see guys that wide, and I'm gonna call a play for the running back to cut back and go get yards. That's just what I'm gonna do. You can't be that wide as a defensive end and be solid in the run game. You just can't. Your alignment means a lot, guys. And football is all about alignments. It's all about assignments. It's all about your technique. We got guys not using their hands, bringing their hands from the ground. We got guys resting their off hand on their thigh pad. Hang that hand. Hang that hand so you can get it from down to up to his chest and try to take his heart out. Be violent with your hands. Be violent with your hands. And you know what I'm saying? This is a physical game up front. You got to be physical up front. Physical up front. A lot of times, like in the stunt games, it just takes your physicality away. You try and get to a spot, you ain't as physical as you need to be. You physical to get to where you got to go, but you got to take that stunt step and get it up the field. But to me, I love when coach called base cut, but just base front, just a base front, so I can go attack the shit out of a guy up front and knock him back and win that battle. 1-on-1, me and you. That's what I want. And so a lot of times with the stunt game, you guys are already out leveraged by the way you line up. Your alignments are killing you right now. If you're going to win and get to where you got to go, you got to make sure you got that winning alignment so you can step and get to where you got to go. You got to. Now, I know their D coordinator. Dan is a good coordinator, and I know what he's about. My thing is you guys got to go on the field and apply whatever they teaching y'all during the week. Because what I saw on film this week, on this video this week, it ain't the Dallas defense I saw in the weeks past. Maybe y'all underestimated this team a little bit. Everybody talking about how bad Arizona is. No, everybody in the league get paid for a reason. They get paid to go out and make plays. Everybody get paid. And they try to get better every week. So if they trying to get better every week, then you definitely better try to get better every week. You can't take nothing for granted. You can't go in there and just roll your helmet on the field and say, I got to win. I'm going to win right now. That don't work. You got to put the preparation in. You got to put the study time in. You got to know what your opponent's showing you, what they're doing. If they got a wide split by the tight end, what they trying to do right here? You got a wide split something up. You got to know that stuff. You got to know that stuff. The ends, you got to know when a big guy's outside of you or when two guys standing outside of you. Know what's coming. Know what's coming. Know what the play is. so you can play it accordingly. So Dallas, you got some things to fix, but you're still a good team. You're a good team. You got to fix those things. You got to move forward. But right here, Arizona just got the best of you in this game because they came out with some schemes on offense, and it made you guys think a whole lot. And you just got to get in the gap and go play. Sometimes you just got to open a can of whip ass. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to open a can of whip ass, just go play and be physical. Sometimes physicality will win you the battle. You may not be right all the time, but if you're physical, it can get you through some of those times when you're wrong. But if you ain't physical, it's going to show up on film. But like I said, good luck the rest of the way. Like I said, when I do my videos, it ain't to call nobody out. That's why I don't use names. I'm just teaching positions and stuff like that. You know, all you guys are good players. All you guys are professional players. You need somebody to kind of try to correct you and get you where you need to be. And I know you got good coaches in Dallas that are going to get you there. So like I said, my disclaimer is that I don't know your scheme. I don't know what you guys want. I don't know what you guys are supposed to do on a given play. I'm just looking at the film for what it is and what I would do as a coach, how I would teach it, because I've been successful in the run game. So basically, what I'm saying to you is that you got to come with your A game every week. You got to study every week. Know exactly what to do. Know what the defense is telling you need to do. And if you got to think about what you got to do before you get down on the line, it's too late. You should be in the huddle, get the assignment, and after you get the assignment, think about what you need to do. Think about what you need to do. If I'm on the strong side, what I got to do. If I'm on the weak side, what I'm going to do. Okay? You already should know this. And then get down and do it. Get down and do it. But bring your technique with you when you do it. That's what football is all about. But like I said, good luck to both teams rest of the way. And until next time, guys, Club 93 is officially closed.
Let's get it.